Hello folks, this is Miguel from the Embargo Man channel. This is another Q&A now. So now I am talking to one particular YouTuber. I mean, you folks, get ready. Get ready for all this stuff because I'm gonna tell her some Q&As that I bet she would know. Yes, this is one of these YouTube crushes, alright? Alright, so what I'm talking about here, this is Miguel from the Embargo Man in Colombia. I know this is recorded in a Canon Rebel T5. Alright, so this is a Q&A to iJustine, Justine Ezarik. And I'm gonna tell her some questions. And I'm talking to her right there. This is Colombia, and this part of South America, you know, they make really great coffee. People are very good hospitality. They're very kind and stuff. Yeah, and I'm glad that my parents are from here. Even though, put it in this way, I'm gonna ask you some Q&As and stuff. So let me ask you the first question that I asked for you, Justine. Okay, so how do you like what is your favorite superhero? That's just one of the questions I ask. You know, this kind of stupid question. One of my favorite superheroes is Superman. That's just comic books, all right. And then coming out with the technology. Would you ever make a video based on smartphones? I know that I listen to the Pixels, and you make great videos with the Pixels and other brands. I mean, like, do you want to make any video based on Sony Xperia phones? I am an owner of an Xperia phone myself. I mean, they take awesome pictures and stuff, and that's where I do my vlogs, on the Xperia phone, right? So that's one of the questions. That's question number 2. If you want to make videos about Xperia phones, of Sony Xperia phones, be my guest. You know, I hope you willing to do so. Hope you're willing to do so, doing the videos about Xperia phones, right? One kind of question. Alright. Do you like to get involved in shooting sports? I'm just saying this because I know the understanding of whatever it is, because I've seen videos from the Olympics. You know, they're using shooting with guns, shooting sports, or you know, disc with a shotgun. So what is, you like to get involved with shooting sports? That's just another one that I'm just gonna say, boom, point blank, bang bang. Then one thing that I will ask you to do, you know, let me ask you a question, same thing that I have read your book. Why in the world you never went to a prom and you stayed there in the computer room playing computer games, or you're like playing video game with your friends? That's ask you anything about that, because I knew you didn't went there in your prom because you stay there. You're gonna stay with your friends, play some video games, and skip the prom, whatever. Okay, I understand that. That's just a question I ask you because I read it. Alright, okay. Then another question that I have for Q&A for Justine. Justine Ezarik. Would you like to come to Colombia? I mean, I am from there because I believe right here they have people, I mean, you have some coffee culture right there, because this is one of the countries that makes one of the best coffees in the world. That's what I'm saying. Would you like to come to Colombia? And you could come here to Fusagasugá, and then you could go to Kinini and do a video, because that's my one of my plans is going to that place right there in those mountains, because I tweet you, alright? That's it. So point blank with that stuff right there. And what else would you like to do? There's one thing that Justine, that I bet you would like to might say. Would you like to be in America's Got Talent for dancing? Right? That's because I had this dream one night, you know, and I'm telling you about that. There's one kind of dance style that I was dreaming about, and then this is kind of awkward, because if you want to say that, if you want to compete in America's Got Talent, I guess what, Justine, for dancing, and I'll tell you what kind of dancing style I will say that I was dancing in that dream. So that's popping out of the question. Like, if you want to compete in America's Got Talent for dancing, I'll guess what, you know, this is recorded on International Dance Day. Is on April 30th is International Dance Day. That's why I asked this question about competing for dancing at America's Got Talent. You could do that, Justine, and I know who will be. And what else am I ask? Who is your big crush? Anybody, any celebrity, could be on YouTube or whoever. All right. I mean, this is just a little awkward. You're saying that. Okay, so what else I could ask? I could ask you. Okay, what other countries do you like to visit besides Colombia? Like, you have been to. I have seen your videos that you've been to Europe. You've been to Italy. You've been. Okay, so which other countries you wanted to go? Okay, I'm just asking you that question, and I'll say this. And I could tell you what. Would you ever? And this is one thing that I think that you like this kind of movie. I have seen the first Lego movie when I was streaming back in the U.S. in Miami, Florida. Yeah, with a Fire Stick, and then yeah, I seen it. It was awesome. The first on TV. The first Lego movie. The first Lego movie I really seen after, before I watched the Lego movie, was the Ninjago. Was on an airplane one time, and I have seen that Lego movie when they're ninjas and stuff. Yeah, it was cool. But then I seen the first Lego movie, the Lego movie, on the TV when I'm streaming. I don't know what, but I knew any tricks of that. So okay, then I ask you this question about this. If I could tell you what, are you willing to see the Lego Movie 3 if Peter Weller returns as RoboCop? Because I always think about this. I always think about the Lego Movie 3 with Peter Weller playing as RoboCop, and hearing everything is awesome in there. Would you like to see the Lego Movie 3 when it comes out? Boom. Part of the question. part of the question, I might say this, and I might say this thing before I ask my own things. All right. So let me tell you one thing. Have you want even though you like Mario Kart, when did you buy your first Mario Kart video game? I mean, when did you have your first Mario Kart video, or when did you play it? Well, my first Mario Kart video game was like back then when I had my Super NES. I remember Super Mario Kart. Even though it was a shame that I give that video game away, but hey, it was fun. So I mean, and that's also if you're an Apple fan. If Apple bought Sega, and Sega under the Apple umbrella came out with their first video game console, would you ever? Yeah, if Apple bought Sega, if Sega bring out their first video console, if Sega is under the Apple umbrella, would you buy that Sega video game console if Sega was owned by Apple? I know this is a question, alright, but then what I can tell you one thing now. Even though this is another question for you, Justine. iJustine from Justine Ezarik, I mean. Would you, let's say in this remake, I remember there is a Disney remake of DuckTales cartoon TV, right? I remember the Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. Would you ever play Gadget the Mouse in the remake of Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers? Gadget Hackwrench. Would you ever play her? Because that you remind me of that little mouse, right? Because it is this cute little mouse that she knows everything, and then I have this idea that if you could play Gadget from, if they remake Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, would you like to do that? Okay. Now, this is one question I have asked about your hometown. I know where you're from, right? But your hometown doesn't have a basketball team, right? In the NBA. And if they have the Scorpions NBA basketball team, would you root for them? This is one question I'm just asking you. This is coming to my mind, but that's it with enough questions for you, Justine. Now let me tell you about me. When I saw your videos, at first it was like, okay, this is, and I never knew that much until so many things that's going on. What has going on with me is that, I just saying you are showing to be such a caring person for others. You would be standing there for Lizzie, alright? I mean, this person with this rare disease, and this is where I got into you, and then there's one thing that I can figure out as, I know that I guess you're very beautiful, of course, no doubt about it, even though we're all different and everything like that. So I have seen this until I read your book. This is where I get this crush, alright? Don't blame me, I like you. And then I was like, feel like you like, hey, some guys are like in there and whatever, you know. Don't worry about that. Just leave it aside. That's just what happened. And after suddenly, I know what you did with that. You never went to the prom, and you were like with your dad and Nintendo snacks and all of a sudden what I could remember reading, right? It was a lot of exciting with Cody. You give him the iPhone, your first generation iPhone and whatever. And yeah, I remember that one thing about me. I remember I had a Zune. You remember those MP3 players? Microsoft trying to compete with Zune. That boat has failed for Microsoft. I am glad that they found the Xbox. That's one thing Microsoft has been very successful is with the Xbox. I am totally got into new stuff, you know, whatever it is. Like I'm seeing, okay, I had a Sony TV and I still have them. Awesome, you know, wishing for 8K and they have it, right? So this is where I got. You know, I'm not so into tech or whatever it is, but yes, I am going into the new stuff, whichever company makes it, whatever, right? Even if it's for appliances or whatever, you know, you have these cool appliances made by certain companies and stuff, right? So, and this is one thing, Justine, that I have one thing of a dream. This dream is kind of rare. This is one of the weirdest dreams that, like, I ask you one thing, if you want to join America's Got Talent. You were there, and I'll tell you what, I want to join in America's Got Talent, right? I don't want to beat somebody. I want to join. You know, I would like to join you. And then this is kind of this dream that I have. I was, and then there's one dancing style I want to learn. I want to learn how to dance some tango. And then this is a dream that I have seen that this is kind of weird. You were there and you were my dance partner. This is the kind of dream that I have, Justine. I was dancing with you tango. And then now, all of a sudden, why I have my mind of competing on America's Got Talent is because I want to learn how to dance tango and seem like I'm dancing like a pro and doing this moves or whatever. You seem kind of like a dressed nice or something like that. You know, I don't know, you wearing red and black or whatever that I like dress, whatever it is. Hey, at least this was a wonderful dream, and I dream about it, and that's kind of weird because it was around like them doing the time when you were with your family doing Easter egg hunt, finding the golden Easter eggs, and I seen those videos. Yeah, I just dreamed that like I was dancing with you tango. That's what I have that dream of, and then I post in Facebook that I'm dancing. I didn't say it was you, but I know that I know in my dream after I wake up, what the heck, I was dancing. It seemed it was you, Justine. That's the dream that I have, and I wanted to join America's Got Talent. And when I'm recording this camera, interesting about your hometown, I think I might just take this camera and just want to take some pictures with this camera. I'm facing with right now. I'm just talking to the camera. This is I'm using a Canon Rebel T5. My dad gave this camera and says he was using his phone. Even though I'm just saying that I'm just really want to take some pictures. And yes, ever since I read your book, or ever since I just noticed about, you know, I have kind of like a saying, like a crush. All right, this is normal. This is normal, and yeah, this is why I don't have no girlfriend or whatever. But this is just normal for me. But hey, anything could happen for a guy seeing somebody so attractive like you, and guess what? Guys has feelings too, and then yeah. But anyway, that's the one point I'm saying with this Q&A questions. I am 5'8", and I may ask you those bonus things. How tall are you? That's just a bonus. How tall are you? What's your favorite baseball team? What's your favorite football team? That's it. That's all what I asked for. And for you guys, if you want to just in there seeing this video, I will ask you to show you support, buy her book. The links right below is in Amazon. And please hit the bell. Hit the bell if you want notifications from me on my next videos. And subscribe to her, to this YouTuber. She's beautiful. She is hot. I mean, that's it. That's it about it. You know, that's about it. Please don't forget to subscribe to the Embargo Man channel. And see you in the next video. And goodbye. Peace out. Be there. You know, I'm just gonna head out for my next YouTube video. I'm gonna ask more things like that, because the next thing is about something that I am worried about. And this is what I'm saying. This could be surprising, because I know that is something, you know, and other than that, it might be a surprise. Please don't wait to subscribe, and please be safe, folks. Goodbye, everybody.